Welcome to the Finest Hour. Thank you, Cinda, for coming. My media team, thank you guys. Thank you for doing this for me and taking an hour of your time or whatever minutes. We have been working a lot this last week or so. We have great ideas going on, big announcements. The first one, Salvo, will you tell us what's going on? What you've been working on?
Well, I'm quite pleased to announce that as of week 6, which starts on Thursday night, I will be running on behalf of the media team Goal of the Week. Goal of the Week will be live as of this week, so looking for players, AMs and owners to get hold of me as and when they feel they want to partake in Goal of the Week. I'm going to select between 10 and 15 videos that the guys will have uploaded and saved on their Xbox, and then I'll compile a video of all of them showcasing the goals, and then we'll put a poll up on the website for people to go and vote for their favourite goal of the week.
Yay! So we also have a new baby. We got our YouTube channel that we want everybody to subscribe, which I will post the link in a minute on the Facebook group so you can go subscribe, and you already upload a video of the highlights of your team today.
I did, yeah. In practice for Goal of the Week and video editing and how can we get videos from someone's Xbox and onto YouTube as a whole, I spent about an hour last night just taking videos from my teammates' upload section and then put some together. It's not meant to be a gloat of tours, it really isn't, I promise. It was just we needed a working example and I wanted to just use the videos that were on there.
And it was a nice video. I loved it. And who helped you with that? Shout out to John Adorno, my cameraman.
Yeah, big shout out to the cameraman himself for assisting me with getting the videos themselves and pulling them down to my computer, so I will be looking for more assistance from him in the future, for sure.
So tell us, Juniors, how is it going on Celtic? How it went this week?
Trust like goal of the week to start after I scored like that banging free kick the other night.
Well, I was doing good, man. It's the same thing happened to me.
Well, you know what, guys, and for everyone else listening as well, I am going to do a goal of the season. So all I'll need to know from any submissions for that will be the date of the game, the teams that were playing, and the person that scored the goal, and who recorded the goal. Once I get that information together, after the week 8, which is the last week of the season, once that finishes, then I'll spend probably about a week or so putting together 20 or 30 goals, and we'll all vote on a goal of the season. So fear not if you've already scored what you think are some absolute crackers, because they will be reviewed, guys.
Go Sweden.
Go Sweden indeed, Fred. That's my boy.
Where's France at?
Hi. There is my boy Manny. And Juliazo. And of course my girl Lindsay. Hi. So let's talk about Lindsay, since I saw the huge offer of money you did for her.
Can I say?
No offer. Lindsay's mine next season.
Beg to differ, my friend. Anyways.
Here is father. He's got some comments to you, Cinda.
That's fine.
You're out of your mind. Just back off.
I'm out of my mind. What are you talking about?
Adam's like, lay off.
I wanted to make two of the biggest. I wanted to show people that I could still, go with the best of them, bro. That's all I'm saying is I had to make a record offer. I wanted her to be the biggest signing in the history of the WSL. If not her, then Cammy.
Lindsay would never say this to you in person, but she did say to me that if you wanted to make an offer like that, you needed to come up the table about 20 spots.
Where am I now? Wait, where am I now? Am I not on last anymore at least?
You're not last. I think Dorman is last.
Remember, I said this. I said this last time. I said this the last time I was on that was my goal. Just get out of last.
Okay. So you did good, I guess.
Hey, set your bar low enough, and you'll always jump over it.
He's laughing. So we also have our team, the media team now has exclusive.
Wait a minute. Is that set your bar low enough and you'll always jump over it? Is that why you're trying to get Lindsay and Cammy on your team? What's really going on?
That's like I set my bar higher.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Mr. Prez. You'll get your time.
Yo, there's something going on here.
I just wanted to clarify.
Deeper going on.
I want to make sure he wasn't bashing my player. That's all.
If we do want to move on to the, or at least sidetrack 1 second to the this week's games just gone by, Cindy, you'll be happy to know that out of 24 teams, you ranked 11th in the power rankings.
This week?
Well,
This week,
Yes.
you ranked 11 in the power rankings. You won all 3 games on Friday night. Took a draw on the Thursday against Hamburger. Unfortunately, came second against Malmo and Schalke. Only 2-1 though. But you absolutely annihilated Real Madrid 4-1, and they were sitting pretty in second of the table. How was that?
It was great. Our defense finally decided to, show up. We actually finally had a defense. And our goalkeeper, who I'm sure anybody who has seen him play, Rafal 1001, I don't know if any of you have seen him play yet. He's an absolute monster. And I'm just going to tell Father one thing from here. If you can hear me, you better keep your hands off because I know what you like to do to my team. Anyways. Yeah, man.
Encourage them to do better.
Nah, bro. Nah. We both know what I mean. Anyways, yeah, man. Defense, that was the key. And me running the midfield and my boy Tambu, who I let play striker on his return home, and he scored 5 goals this week. That was probably one of the biggest keys of them all.
That's
Nice. So
awesome.
is he going to stay with LA or?
Yeah, he's going to stay with LA.
Good.
He's been with me off and on, man, for like about, what is this now, 6-7 seasons, so I hope he stays this time.
We'll have to tap him up.
So last time we talked about you retiring as owner. Have you thought about it? Are you still thinking about it? What's going on?
Oh, no, I'm not thinking about it anymore.
Oh, are you doing it?
No. Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, I am. I will be back again next season. So, Adam, you can go ahead and just breathe a sigh of relief that I'll be back.
Woo!
And, yeah.
Are you planning to keep your same LA kit or no?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what we're going to go with, but I have a pretty good idea. Most likely it's going to be Chievo Verona. So, we have any Italians out there that want to play for Chievo Verona, just hit me up.
I'm sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second.
No worries. Let's carry on with the power rankings then, Matt. You did ask there how Celtic are
Yes,
doing.
go.
So Celtic ranked 15th in the power rankings with a win each night, 7 points in total with a draw, and a couple of unlucky ones on the Thursday night. 2-1 loss to AIK, and 3-1 loss to Paris Saint-Germain. And then I guess we're not going to talk about the Liverpool game, which ended Friday night.
No.
Let's talk about Copenhagen. What's going to happen? I have the president here. Can he tell us what's going to happen with Copenhagen?
Where's Prez? Where is he?
Well, I obviously am trying to find a replacement owner. I didn't think it would be very difficult. I didn't think I'd even need to post that someone would step to me with it because of their place on the table. However, that has not been the case. What I have had is messages from their players wanting to know how to go to another team. So I'm going to try and stop that. I'm working on it as we speak to try and find a quality replacement for. It's just I just want to say it's unfortunate that an owner on the top of the table didn't know the rules and got upset because the rules were enforced on his team. So I just shout out to Everest. I'm sorry you feel that way. You were doing great in the league, and it's a shame to see you go.
What happened there, Adam?
Well, what happened was they played a game against Atletico Madrid, who fielded a player not on their roster. Everest recognized it in the game, The rule states that once you recognize it, you must back out and declare the forfeit if that's what you wish to do. However, he played the game to completion and lost to Atletico Madrid 2-0 with the illegal player playing. Well, the rule states if you complete the game, then the result stands as if the illegal player wasn't in the game. So he lost 2-0 to try and get the stats, and then wanted to get the forfeit win, and I didn't award it because of the rule. It states clearly how it's supposed to take place.
Well, it's the same with anything, when you play Call of Duty on MLG, if you play the game playing against an illegal player and you lose, the lose stands.
Exactly. So you got to, and it's set up that way so that owners can't just play the game and make the other team think it's a valid game to try and get stats and then declare the forfeit at the end. It's set up exactly for this situation and worked to perfection. It just wasn't liked by the owner of the team that was on the bad end of the stick.
So that's what happened.
They quit because of that?
Exactly right.
Wow.
So we're looking for a new owner then for Copenhagen, within Copenhagen, hopefully, Adam, right?
Well, I hope so. I'm sure a lot of his players aren't going to play without him. But if one of them wants to step up, I'm easy to get in touch with.
Good stuff. There was a few questions about that on the Facebook group this evening. I think there was also a couple of questions tonight on the forums. Trying to do my best to keep the peace on Facebook as well. Someone, maybe 2 or 3 people, commented on the subject from one of the players asking how they move teams. What's going to happen?
I think we've lost Raymond in the call, by the way.
That's okay. That's all good. I'm on it. I deleted a couple of posts earlier on the Facebook group, and again, not trying to be rude to anyone at all, but we just want to keep it on topic, and whilst that is still being discussed behind closed doors, do our best to try and keep everyone happy and everybody can play. At the end of the day, we want 24 teams playing, and we want to carry on with that. Any forfeits, anybody dropping out, so yeah, if anyone's listening that is interested in taking over Copenhagen, I guess the shout for them would be to come forward to yourself, Adam, right?
Exactly. Just get a hold of myself or WSL Gump, and we can make it happen. We've been fortunate in that all of our teams have been intact until this point, and to be 5 weeks into the season and be able to say that, for me is a proud point, because in seasons past it's been a lot more difficult, but there's a lot of activity in the league right now, and I don't think it should be an issue to replace this owner.
Alright. That's the Copenhagen list. Huh?
That's correct. The new owner will have to keep the kit throughout the remainder of the season.
Yes, you dropped out.
We got you, Raymond.
As I was saying, Salvo, the new owner of Copenhagen would have to remain with that kit throughout the rest of this season, but would be eligible, obviously, for a change going into the next season if they wish to remain owner.
So did he even hear my question?
No.
So did you reconsider my idea of you giving me all of Copenhagen's points?
I actually did. Gump and I had a lengthy discussion about it.
It lasted 5 seconds.
and that would get you the 20 spots up the table so that it would be appealing to Lindsay, and that's why we're not going to do it.
Yeah, but I don't only want their points. I want my points too. Can we just combine them?
Well, that's something we're working on for next season, taking bottom tier teams and giving them points to help them get up the table. But we'll address that next season.
It could be like a power up, man, like in Mario Kart, like extra 30 points or something.
Right, a 1-up mushroom.
There you go.
You need 20 of them.
Okay.
I love you, Cinda.
Yeah, so Baby J, 15 points AIK this week was massive. Well done.
Can I do my shout out, Wendy?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, you're a guest.
I just want to shout out to, again, on AIK, my good friend Shearer. That's I don't know what he did this week, but shout out, bro. Welcome.
Who's
Anyways,
that? Okay.
That's Shearer 10. That's who that is.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Just sticking with shout outs for AIK then. I guess I better jump in and give my Sweden boy a shout out. Nice one, Hattie. Good week. Well done.
Oh my God.
Climbing up that table. Playoffs are looking likely. Carry on that
Hit He did not just shout out hat trick.
Wait, I thought Sweden went out.
It's out. We're out. Yes, we're out.
Wait, so Wendy, I won that bet, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going for like a double here. Yeah, I'm saying England in the final. Easy.
Yeah. There's a lot of the good people there. You got Spain. You got Portugal. They're awesome.
Did they just call out a double?
Going for a double.
That ain't happened since the first season of WSL, bro.
No, I mean I'm going for a double, as in like I'm right saying that like Sweden went out here, so I was right. So I'm going for England in the final, so that'll be a double right.
I'm pulling for y'all, man. I told you already. I'm pulling for y'all.
I know, bro.
Yeah, me too.
So let's go back to the power ranking. Salvo.
When your own one goes out.
That's it, bro. I wouldn't play for anyone else other than.
As I say, yeah, big shout out for AOK. They were fourth this week in the power rankings. Hamburger, another team climbing the table. I think they started the week on 15 points. No, 24 points, sorry. They ended the week on 40 points and in 14th place. They won 5 out of 6. Big shout out to Hamburg as well. PSV staying in there this week. I think it's 3 goals again. They're the lowest. They have the lowest goals against in the whole league. They won 4 out of 6.
That was not me. I promise you.
Who's reversing the bus?
Wolfsburg ended Thursday night with a nice win. And then Wolfsburg carried on from Thursday night's win with 3 wins on Friday night. So congratulations, Julia. That's when the boys over at Wolfsburg. Real Madrid slipped up a couple of times, not only to Raymond's LA Galaxy, but also to AIK, as we mentioned them. So a couple of slips
Right now, but Celtic will be in that top 7 spot.
tough competition.
Let's see.
Wolfsburg, as I said, they had a good week, stayed pretty. Columbus were up and down, but they stayed in good place.
It was not a good week for Columbus at all.
You know what? With the recent thing with Copenhagen, right? I'm gonna drop Copenhagen out of the playoffs, right? And also I'm gonna drop Wanderers out of the playoffs, and I'm gonna replace them 2 teams with Celtic. And it's a toss up, right, between Liverpool and PSG. And I'll tell you what, right, I hate to say it, right, but I think, right, and Adam's going to go nuts to me here, but I think Adam's going to miss out on it just, and that's my prediction.
Oh! Shot fired!
You mentioned that Liverpool team, though. Liverpool have actually scored the second most goals in the league. However, they have also, I think, conceded the most.
My boy Danny is gonna win the league again. So
But keep going. The game plan is to score more than the opponents, no matter how many you let in. So, yeah, Liverpool. I'm going to go with Tours, Madrid, PSV, Wolfsburg. I'm going to put Columbus in there.
He's going with it.
I can see Atletico Madrid getting back on top form. They were a tough team to play when we played them. So that gives me 6. Well, the 7th one, as you say, is I'm going to go with either AIK or Hamburger for 7.
woo!
Whoa, that is a massive one.
Wow!
You're going to be eating your own words, Matty, and I think you're going to finish up in 8.
I tell you what, yeah, I'd like to finish 8th, yeah, so that we could just like beat every team to win the whole thing.
Well, exactly. That's the beauty of this.
That's it, you know.
Just started to pick up form and going for it. Fortaleza we mentioned. Malmo had a good week. Hamburger had a great week. Our boy Raymond, who's on with us tonight, he had a good week. So enough time to turn things around in order to make that playoffs after that tournament. I'm looking forward to that tournament, though.
Do you know what I was thinking, right? What I was thinking just now, it's just popped me, and what would be a great end to the season after, like, the championship's been lifted, after Team of the Year. Like, imagine if you could get the Team of the Season to play one game against another team and see how that
We
would go.
tried that last season. We were gonna do the world. Tell them, Salvo. What was our plan?
We were going to try and do the champions versus team of the season, but obviously taking out any of the championship players that made team of the season. And I think that actually took us down from 18 to 12. So that would have been, doable. And then we were looking at bringing in the cup winners and team of the tournament as well. It kind of got sidetracked a bit, and then as it came around, we wanted to get the season going with a lot of interest. We ended up obviously with 24 teams, so we put it on hold, but it's definitely something that we have been talking about on the administrative team. I think Adam really likes the idea. We just need to think of executing it.
Yeah.
By all means, that doesn't have to be a decision that's made and talked about just by the admin. So if anyone's got any ideas on how we can put that together, then like you said, Matt, it's a great idea.
Absolutely. So Raymond, what is your prediction for the tournament? What's your top teams?
Playoff?
Yes.
What tournament? What are we talking about?
The league.
Top 7 in the league, Raymond.
Did you say yourself?
I said what? First is I don't even know I don't even know what the league looks like right now. I don't even know where my team was. I had to ask you guys where my team was.
Oh my goodness, Raymond, are you with us? Are you with us? You know, my guys, it's 11 o'clock up there, and they're more awake than you.
The Gauss are playing. Come on. Portland. Anyways, let me talk about let me think. I know it's good. We played. I definitely think, in no particular order, I think Wolfsburg. A guy that I had for a couple seasons, and he's an absolute monster this season. Yeah, to Lord Terry, what's up, man? Juliasso is a pretty good, Real Madrid. I think we just caught him on a bad, and we also played just above ourselves, like completely. But no, that's not entirely true. We have a good team. Columbus, let's just not talk about that. The train wreck that's going to be once Lindsay comes over to LA.
Lindsay has promised a lot of people she's going with. She's going with Gum, she's going with Junior, she's going with you. Who is the woman going with? I want to know. Hat-trick? I'm pretty sure hat-trick. Lindsay, please tell us.
KK's alright. PSG. I don't know. What else is up there? So is Copenhagen just gone, or are they gonna? We don't know yet. That's just like a question.
We just talked about it, and Alan is trying to find.
I heard that, but I mean, it's just a question mark as of right now, right?
Yes, question mark. Yes.
Okay, I'll just drop them out. On top. Where's Leicester right now? Somewhere. Anyway. I should be better prepared for this. 7.
Okay.
For Leza, each climb to the top 10 or just top 10 in the power rankings?
Top 7 finish.
Okay.
Who's the top 7
Okay,
finish?
so that's Tito, but I don't know about that. I don't know, those are the teams I really know. Those what is it, Team USA and Tours will probably make the top. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Those are the teams I know. PSG. Oh, yeah, PSG. Yes.
Giving a shout out to PSG one time.
Yes. Shout out to Mitchell.
I like toes, I'll tell you what. I like toes too.
Okay, Raymond, we have a question for you. Best team you have ever played with of all times. Your top 11. Go for it.
Is that a real question?
Yes.
That's easy. That's so easy. There's not even a question on that one. That's the season of WSL. We gave up, I believe, the fewest goals. We had like a plus 40 something or plus 50 something goal difference. What was that? Raider was our left back. Men 5'10". And goalkeeper was Black Erican, who unfortunately, since he hasn't got his one yet, is not in the league anymore. Troncat, who's apparently for a youth. Which is kind of odd considering he only speaks French. And who else was there? ZTR, Man United. Right back was Baxter? Baxter? I feel like I remember the whole team.
Okay.
Left mid was Troy McClure for me. CD. Yeah. Right mid was King CSZ, who's at I don't remember where he's at. He's at Charlton. I was at Cam. We had Hawkeye and Frank the Janitor, who's again not in the league anymore. That was the best 11 I ever played with. All around.
Okay.
And I will say one more thing about. Hold on. One more thing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put this out here. I was robbed for Cam of the season that season. Gump, you're good, but I was just a little gooder that season.
Okay.
Right, Matty, do your fantasy team with Raymond. I'm ready.
A fantasy team. Right. Which one am I doing? Am I doing the best people that you played with, or the people that you'd like?
Do that one first. Yeah.
Okay, right. So obviously the question, like, if anyone...
People you'd like to.
He'd like to, right. Okay, right, brilliant. Okay, so, like, if anyone ever comes on this show, yeah, I'm going to ask you one question, probably two, if I can be bothered. Right, what would be the other 10 players you'd love to have on your team, if you could make one? So, Raymond, when you're ready, bro.
What about players that are currently playing, or just all time, or what are we doing?
All time in the WSL. So from season 1, like obviously I weren't there, so you obviously been there for a while.
Okay, I got you. It's 11. All right. Goalkeeper is. As much as I always get along, I think B-Dub's definitely up there.
You go with B-Dub for your goalie?
But to be honest with you, he's probably my goalie. I've never really played with him too much. I played with him a little bit. Let's see. Defense. Since there's not many outside backs, I'm gonna probably have to go with my boy Raiderman at left back. He doesn't play in the league anymore, but he still was great. I'm gonna have to go with who's great center back. My memory's terrible. ZTR is probably one of the all-time just awesome dudes, and a lot of people don't even know who he is, but I still think he's great. ZTR 415T. Troncat, man, I'm just end up basically relisting the same team.
It's okay.
Troncat is definitely up there, and I'm sure Father can attest to how great Troncat was when he was here for his short WSL stay.
What?
Outside back is actually kind of up for. I really couldn't tell you who else could play outside back. Maybe outside back. Father, help me out here, bro. Come on, Evan, help me out.
If I had to pick a left back, I'd pick WSL Gump. That's where he really wants to play, but Gump gets stuck playing Cam.
Gump's in the fantasy draft for Raymond's team.
I guess I can put him up there. He's a pretty great left back. Let's see, CDM. I can't lie. I think my boy Cam Boot is actually up there. He's a great CDM when he's playing CDM. He wants to play, offense now, since he thinks that after 1 week of scoring goals, he's a striker all of a sudden. But he's a great CDM. my future CDM, Cammy Sharkey X. It's also a great CDM.
Wow.
Cammy, I'm coming for you, bro. Anyways, left mid.
Hey, you're gonna have the same problem, Raymond, because he wants to play striker too.
No, I know that. There's always next season. I told him. Right mid, I'm gonna. What is this gonna pain me to? No, it doesn't pain me at all. What am I talking about? Lindsay Mack is definitely up there. I like playing with her. She's good. Lindsay, don't worry. I'm coming for you too. Right? I'll figure out a way to make it work.
Better talk to Hattie then.
Okay. Anyways, left mid. I don't know any left mids. Any of you guys play left mid? You guys can be on my team.
How about Kid Mascuti?
I don't play left mid.
I don't remember him. I don't remember that guy. I had him once, I think.
How about Sturch 91?
No, it's okay.
I think that's actually really good.
Sturch is actually alright, I guess. Sturch is he cool. But I'm gonna have to just go ahead and throw Wendy on my left mid because I can't think of any other ones.
Okay. I don't even play. Okay.
That's not true. I've seen you play.
Yeah, you have.
You know what the B button is at least.
Yes. Wow.
I'm just gonna have to go ahead and just boost my own ego and throw myself at Cam. And then strikers.
You have to pick yourself as a position.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm the Cam. I'll be the Cam. I'll be the facilitator. And I will put who am I putting up top? I'm gonna put Lord Terry is one of the best I've seen. I think he's super underrated, and I'm gonna throw my boy. I'm gonna put a toss up between Skins, not Yamba Skins though. Pre-Yamba Skins.
Pre-Yamba, yeah.
Pre-Yamba Skins.
The Chip King, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm also gonna throw my boy Troy McClure blown here and say he's also one of the best facilitating strikers I've ever played with. He's a great passer, and he could score too, but he's a great passer, I'll say. But that's it. That's probably more like 13 or 14, but whatever, man.
You gotta have some.
Your fantasy team, man. Do you think?
We got 13. That's good.
We've got to hit Adams yet. So
I think we should roll straight into that. I think
straight into Adams fantasy 11.
Alan, your finest 11?
Take it away, bro.
You're wanting people I've played with, or you're wanting my if I could put a team together?
If you could put the team together.
There we go.
If I could put the team together, I would have to go with at goalkeeper. You already know my boy Combo. He's been with me for 7 seasons.
Except when he went to Sweden with me.
I ain't talking about the ridiculous cup.
He was very good in the cup.
Yeah,
I'll have him next year if he wants to play again. He knows that.
He will.
On the subject of the cup, right? What team did you play for, Adam?
a team that's no longer in. They were called Italy.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's get back to it.
I just want to give a shout out to B-Dub though, because if Combo wasn't my boy, I would put B-Dub in the net.
God, did you say Combo?
That's correct.
B-Dub's an animal though, man. Honestly, I've played against him so many times. He's an absolute animal.
Yeah, he really is, man. I don't know how he does it sometimes, if I'm being honest.
How would you go, Adam? Would you go 3 back or 4-4-2 diamond?
No, I would go definitely 3 back. My center backs are going to be Chelsea 4AK, Salvo, and
I don't know who that is.
on the right side I would have to put Tron Cat.
Okay, just like I said, bro.
Um,
You know.
CDMs are going to be Noid Click, and yeah, definitely Noid's a beast, and Noid Click, and I would have to throw Mambo in there, my boy Mambo.
Mambo.
Left,
Italiano.
let's see, right mid. Right mid, I'm going with man. What is her name? Just kidding. I just got through writing her new contract for next season to keep her away from Cinda. That's Lindsay Mack.
Lindsay L.A.K. Mack. Lindsay L.A. Mack.
We're getting shouts out for cheesing asparagus in the.
Right, yeah, we're already past CDM, and she had the opportunity to play on my team and passed it up. So shame on her. But
Shout outs to my boy Pedro. He's watching now.
Hey, come on.
Hello, Pedro.
Left mid, Adam.
Left mid, I would have to say Sturch, man. Sturch beast, dude. Every time we play against him, he's an animal, and he's always on Team of the Week, which tells me that his numbers and stats are there, and they're not a lie. He is the truth. So I got to give it to Sturch 91. I got to play somewhere there, so I'm going to play in the middle, and then up top for striker. Up top for striker.
Me. Put me in there.
Yeah, they said fantasy team.
Yeah, because it's a fantasy that I'm good up there. Come on.
I would have to say the natural 21. And
Ego more. Come on, don't feed his ego anymore.
hey, brother, good is good. I'm just being real about it. The natural 21. And either DDX, Jamie, or Skins, whichever one was available.
Oh, nice shot for Jamie there, yeah. What's happened to Jamie? Is he playing still or what?
Jamie has got some technical issues right now that he's trying to iron out with his TV. He had to get it repaired. So once that gets fixed, I think it might even be fixed this week. He'll be back on.
All right.
Did you get those fantasy teams, yeah?
And I just want you to know that if I was just the coach, I would throw my boy Gump at Cam. Because even though he thinks he's a left back, I know where he belongs.
There you go. All right, Matty, this is obviously your baby, so let's hear yours.
What, mine?
Yep.
I don't think I've played in the league long enough to have one.
All right. Well, we'll have a look at yours towards the end of the season then, yeah.
Yeah, definitely at the end of the season I'll have one. Mine are going to be completely the opposite to your guys, because obviously, like you guys have had a lot more experience than I have.
So, are we ready to tell everybody our exclusive team of the week?
Only after I'm allowed to do my 11, right?
Oh yes.
Oh,
I'm
you
sorry.
Hey, I was a guest on this show 2 weeks ago and it wasn't recorded.
Oh, there we go.
Raymond signed off because he's not going to be in it. No questions. It's a toss-up. Most people that come on this show will probably have to toss up. I would go based on. I think B-Dub's more confident with crosses and his communication's better to his D. And given that I've played longer with him in that respect, I'll have B-Dub. My centre backs is a tough one because I have to leave out one of my boys.
Hey, Rich.
Yo.
Can I just put a plug there and say I would hope B-Dub's communication's better since he speaks English and Kamba doesn't.
No, you should have been on the Sweden team. Kamba was talking loads in the games for Sweden.
He does speak it. It's certainly not his first language.
No, absolutely. No, I mean, just generally though. I mean, B-Dub obviously owns as well, so
right.
Perhaps that's where my leniency goes towards my owner, so he doesn't drop me for next week. So, I think one of the best centre backs in the league throughout the years is Chelsea 4AK, Gump's main man. I tried to poach him for Sweden when I heard that Gump wasn't owning, and Chelsea was having a break, unfortunately. So things may have been a little bit different if I'd have had him back there with me, but nonetheless, Big shout out to my boy Pierre and my other boy as well, the other bloodhound, Cheese and Broccoli. However, as I have to name myself in this 11, I would go with Chelsea, myself, and I think I'm going to strike up quite a good relationship with my new centre-back partner, Mr. Luis, over at Tours. He played this week with me, and I'm going to chuck him in there nice and early, give him a bit of a cuddle there.
Is that dude, Luis?
Yeah, that dude Luis. He was real good. He played short, and I played tall at the Thursday night, and Thursday night was probably the best 3 games that I've played on the Xbox One, and a lot of it was down to him. Noid goes straight into CDM, no questions asked. Second one, I always thought of him as more of an attacking player, but Inform Vidal is phenomenal at CDM. He really is. I thought maybe right mid, left mid, or cam normally for him, but yeah, after seeing the way he plays this year a bit more closely,
You should play with Vieira.
he'd go in there. He'd definitely go in there with Noid as well. Those two are arguing about interceptions and all sorts of other stuff, but when they get serious about things, yeah, it's those two. Sturch goes into my right as you put and said, rightfully so, Adam. Team of the week every week last season. I think he's missed one this season, maybe, or maybe on the bench. Got to give the biggest shout out to our girl Lindsay Mack. She'd be my left midfielder.
Left mid.
And then it gets really, really tricky. It gets really, really tricky at Cam. Cam would probably be my hardest pick, I think.
You're going to be angry if you play Lindsay on the left side. I'll just go ahead and tell you that.
Yeah, but you'd be just as angry if you played Sturch on the left as well. Sturch, he's a right-hand boy.
I got you. Fair enough.
Cam is the most difficult one for me. It really is. Shouts to Gump. It's great, absolutely great. I mean, crikey, Mataba can play very well at Cam as well. Giuliasso for Cam. Big Mac as well. Big Mac's had a couple of good international tournaments with me. But yeah, I'm going to go with Flolinho, I think.
Oh, thank God someone's noticed that guy is sick in Cam.
Yeah, if you take a look at that video I posted earlier, the guy turns people inside and out, in the box, outside of the box, wherever else.
I'll tell you what, I played Cam, yeah, and at the start of the Celtic reign, he was on our roster, and I had the privilege to play with him for a few games, and he just picks passes out that you just can't expect. I'll tell you what, shout out to Flail. Honestly, sorry to spoil your moment there.
No, it's all good. The strikers is a difficult one because my boy, Mr. Red Sox, is having another wonderful season this year with Natty. Natural 21, in my opinion, well deserved last year for the Ballon d'Or, and I think he's going to be right up there running with his 2020 vision again this year. Yamba Skins, pre-Yamba. Mr. Skins was fantastic. They called it Yamba stuff away. Yeah, I think Skins goes in there for me to fill out the 11. Difficult one though. Did you know, Adam? He has family from Bristol, and that's one of the reasons why.
Yeah, I did know he had family from Bristol.
Hawkeye, good shout out. I mean, he's a great player as well. Ziv Shadows, I think, was fantastic across the Xbox 360 era, but I haven't really seen him play on the one as yet. But that would be my Matty, I have them down. I will post them.
Woohoo!
You got one down. There we go.
Yeah.
That was sick,
Wendy,
man.
without
Well done.
further ado.
Here we go. We've got it. Team of the week. Let's go, Wendy. You've been craving to tell everyone.
Oh yes, I cannot wait for Team of the Week, guys. We got 5 minutes left, and we have the exclusive. Here we are.
I don't even know who's on Team of the Week, guys. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Salvo and Wendy take this one, and then next week, they'll fill me in.
There you go.
Should we go with the manager?
Go with the manager. Oh, do you want to do that last?
Or we do that last?
You last, but you start with
goalkeeper.
Okay, goalkeeper. On the pitch, my boy B-Dub. Whoop whoop.
B-Dub's in team of the week.
Yes, in the bench.
Deserved.
Convicted 86
Convicted 86.
from Malmo.
He's Akon.
Who's he play for?
Really Akon.
He's the owner of Malmo.
He's Akon,
Malmo.
bro.
Tell you what, Malmo. Well played.
Sabo?
Yeah. I'll step in and do the right back and left back. Adam, I can't see an off the pitch right back, left back. Is there not one?
There isn't one because we've always only done an extra set of center backs on Team of the Week. There's never enough left backs and right backs to have generally a on the pitch and off the pitch.
Okay, no worries. So let's start with a man who is very active tonight in our little message Twitch feed here. Mr. AZ Malatia, Liverpool.
Whoop whoop.
You are team of the week. Good sir. Right or left back? You pick it.
Is that AZ Militia?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well played. Well played, bro. I see you in the chat. So congratulations on team of the week.
And then the other one is one who this puzzles me. This guy's got team of the week, right? He outscored every other right back or left back completely. And I believe he is up for transfer to PSG.
Wow.
The one and only Mr. Schaefer 14 from Sampdoria.
Sampdoria, another good team, man. Well done.
He really had a great week, Salvo. 89% passing accuracy, 87% tackling, block shot, 2 clean sheets. He really had a good week.
Yeah, he did. Big shout out to Slickster there as well from Sampdoria, who barely missed out on the other half of the left and right back. He had 2 interceptions, 2 clean sheets. Just a little lower on the passing accuracy. However, he had a key pass and a goal. So yeah, big shout out there to Slickster.
So next we got
Yo,
CV.
Shout out to Don Luquito in the chat, though.
Yes.
What
We
a
love you, Don
man,
Loquito.
We love you, Don.
So, center back, my boy. I can't believe it, but he did it. Team of the week goes to Salvo. Woo!
Nice.
Congratulations.
It was down to that dude Luis talking. Shame he's not there. I'm telling you.
And we have ODJ JM Jr. X13 3
X3
X3. Okay.
from Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg. Juliaso, tell him you got
He's keeping the JRs alive. Go on, bro.
And then on the bench.
on the bench. We have
On the bench, you got A1 Buzzkill from Sampdoria and my baby black panda, Joga Tevez 10 from Schalke 4.
Schalke 4 with Tevez. Go on, bro.
And he just got there this week, too.
That's quality, man. That is quality.
Yeah,
Well played.
great first week. We'll look forward to seeing him on that spreadsheet again next week. CDMs as we move forward. On the pitch, we have King J. Dot, another Wolfsburg.
I'll tell you what, that guy, mate, honestly, what a guy J. Dot is, man, to play with, person to speak to. Honestly, congratulations, J. Dot.
He outscored every single other CDM, and including 3 that played a game more than him. He had 21 interceptions, the most on the week for CDMs. He had 2 blocked shots, 84% passing, and 61% tackling, which when you put in 18 tackles and you hit 11 of them, that's good going.
No doubt.
Quality.
And then we're back to Sampdoria again. We didn't mention them earlier in the power rankings. They really did have a good week. WHH Air Gangstar.
He's a real G.
He is a real G. Played one more than King J. Dot, but nonetheless, he earned his place in there with 89% passing, 20 interceptions, 2 clean sheets. Well done, sir.
Go on, bro. Well done. Take it away.
Good deal. In the left mid, right mids on the pitch. And you know, looking back, it's shameful that he wasn't in the fantasy team, and that's Matava. Matava's a beast no matter where he's playing. The kid just knows how to play the game. So congratulations, Matava, on the pitch at outside mid. And on the other side, opposite of him, we talked about him pretty much throughout the entire show with the fantasy teams, and that's Sturch 91 from Tours.
Oh, what a player. What a player.
Done Sturchy, baby. We'll get that Canadian dry.
Sturch at outside mid had 2 goals, 4 assists, 14 key passes this week. So amazing job.
He must be taking corners.
And then
Yes.
on the bench for outside mid, the owner of Wolfsburg, Juliaso, who we all know plays the left side. But when I post his card, it says right mid because the other person that made outside mid on the bench is on my team and actually plays left mid, and so I put him in that position, Juliaso, just so you know. And that's a shout out to my boy Dre. Dre and I have an ACL team together. He brought me in over there, and I appreciate him. I respect him, and I'm proud of him for making Team of the Week.
Well done, Dre, man. Congratulations, bro.
Wendy, go with the.
Wendy has stepped away. That's why I took the mic. You want me to do cam so you can do striker?
Yeah.
Do the camp.
Okay, no problem. Looking at the cams for this week's Team of the Week, on the pitch, again from Schalke 4, them boys played hard up top. We played them and got shellacked, so I know what I'm talking about when I tell you that ONG from Schalke 4 deserved to be at cam on the pitch. 4 goals, 3 assists, 84% passing. Well done. And then back to Sampdoria again, man, for the bench player. Beteto, 0 dose. So, man, Sampdoria really cleaned up in Team of the Week this week.
Yeah.
I will say though, I am quite surprised with 15 points from AIK that there's not a single player in there. But maybe I might be wrong. There might be a striker in there.
We'll see here in a second.
We will. On the pitch, with a whopping 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 key passes, and 77% passing, my boy, the Ballon d'Or, Mr. J. Fig, Natural 21, alongside. Now, I guess that's 3 words with a lot of kisses in it.
It is.
Hamburg, we did speak about in the power rankings. They did have a good
Hamburger, yeah.
10 goals this week. 10
Wow.
goals. Huge. 3 assists. He didn't do any passes by the looks of it. Don't know about the stats there, but nonetheless, the goals got you in, buddy. The mob get money.
And he's actually, I looked him up earlier on the leaderboards. I want to say I know he's in the top 100 for forwards. I'm not sure quite what number he was, but a new face to the WSL, and we're glad to have a player of his quality.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to playing against him, though.
Well, Big Boss has done a good job. He took over Hamburger and has put together a great team that's making their way up the table with pace.
His striking partner, by the looks of it, actually, Deadliest Ghost, needs a shout out. Because he had 5 goals, 4 assists, and he missed out very, very
narrowly.
Yeah, very narrowly to another one of my boys, Red Sox. 7 goals and an assist, 5 key passes this week.
I mean, and really, that last striker spot there was very close. So you got to give a shout out to Pedro 1878 from Liverpool. You got to give one to Hyam Hung from PSG, and you got to give one to Deadliest Ghost, like you said, and Tan Boot 4 over at LA. If you can imagine, as a striker, my boy Tan. Wow,
There he is.
doing a great job. 5 goals.
I'll tell you what, talking about Hyam Young, yeah, he scored a great solo goal against us Saturday night. So if you're watching, well done, bro.
And then to round up our Team of the Week players on the bench, nonetheless in Team of the Week, we have a person who I think 3 out of 4 of us mentioned for the fantasy, and that is your boy there, Raymond, Lord Terry. 8 goals, an assist, and 4 key passes. Well done, good sir.
Yep.
Well done. Adam, you want to do the manager?
We're going to do, yeah, that's fine. It's very simple. This week, the manager, 6 wins, 0 losses. I want to give a shout out to the hamburger owner, Big Boss. Great job this week. But the manager of the week for this week with 6 wins and 0 losses is B-Dub718 from Tours.
Well done, B-Dub.
Yeah, well done, and well done to everyone. Well done
To everybody. Honestly.
Good week of games. I would like to say once again that if anybody from Copenhagen is around and interested in stepping up to take over that team and not losing all the work you've put in up to this point in the season, please hit myself or Gump up so we can make that happen, because y'all deserve it from your gameplay, and I hate to see it be lost.
Absolutely. Without Wendy here, I guess it's good night from her.
Well, I can speak for her.
Do we have any questions on Facebook or through?
Has anyone got any questions on the chat? You know, before we close out.
Cinder block.
Well, you're breaking up really bad, brother.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And I will have Team of the Week posted on the website here momentarily.
Yeah, Team of the Week is about to get posted on Facebook by Adam. So
And on
if you didn't miss it,
on WSLFIFA.com as well.
there we go. Right, okay, so I guess that's all from me. Unless Salva, you got anything to add?
No, only thanks a lot to Raymond for coming on. Adam as well for stepping in there. Wendy, as always. We'll keep you posted on more media events.